Hey there, everybody. This is a very special episode, and I'm John with a guest today.
Hello.
It's my son Matt, and we're going to be talking about
Doctor Who.
the 50th anniversary. So it's been 50 years. We've had it's November 23rd, 19...
Cold Night in November,
Yeah.
1963.
The first episode on An Earthly Child aired of Doctor Who. And today, simulcast across the world, Day of the Doctor gave us another multi-Doctor episode that's
Yes.
kind of like the 5 Doctors and the 3 Doctors and the 2 Doctors. And this had to be, for me, the most epic Doctor Who episode
Oh,
yet.
God, yeah. Well,
It addressed
that's what I'm saying.
many issues that I had with the new rebooted series.
Instantly, and I have to address this.
Wait, before you go, spoilers, yes.
Spoilers. It's going to be a very spoiler-filled episode.
Yeah, we're going to get a bit of spoiler
Yeah, it's
risk
going
as
to,
you can
like...
get. So if you haven't seen the episode, please watch the episode before you watch this video. But please come back and watch this video afterwards.
It's very River Song's Diary. Just don't open it if you don't want to.
Spoilers, dearie.
Don't open it.
What do you want to say?
Well, we already got the spoilers thing away. So obviously the biggest thing has to be the return of Gallifrey. Because, you know, 2005, Doctor gets out of his TARDIS, comes out,
And he's alive.
hello, Rose Tyler, everything's all fine, he's regenerated again. Oh, you're the Time Lord. Yes, I'm the last of the Time Lords.
That always bothered me. I didn't like when Big Finish did it. And I never liked the Time War idea. I never liked getting rid of Gallifrey. I understand how they used it as a dramatic license. I think it went on too long. But now, Moffat has used it perfectly to bring the future Doctor Who here now.
Yeah.
To pretty much
I mean, just
rejuvenate the series into
Romana can come back.
a lot of things can happen right now.
A lot of things.
A lot of really cool things can happen right now with the Doctor. This is probably the most exciting time since 2005
Yeah.
when the series came back.
I think I'm just gonna give a little shout out. Zygons. We got some Zygons. I mean that's not very important. I mean Zygons are pretty cool. But,
Since they've only been appeared once before, really.
yeah.
But they've been like ones that have really been one of those villains that fans want back. And Terran Zygons.
You know what? This episode doesn't really have a villain per se, because the Zygons are there and they're villains and they're doing some stuff, but that doesn't matter. It's a means to an end, leading towards the major conflict.
We've got to
which
talk
is the
about
moment.
Rose or Bad Wolf.
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah. We never addressed that actually when we talked about
conscious.
this like afterwards.
Uh,
You know what?
Billie Piper shows her acting chops in this one here. And she does an amazing job. And people that didn't really get or understand Billie Piper's role in the series before should sure as hell understand it now.
Yeah.
And how important her character is and will become to the series. And to the cementing of what the Doctor is going to be. And it also shows, kind of conversely, how Clara has become so important to the series now.
Yeah.
It's more important, one of the most important that you'll ever see because of the stuff that she does.
In a way, it makes, because Rose was the first companion of the new series. It was the ushering in of the new age in that. And that's what Clara is now, for going forward. The Search for Gallifrey thing, which we're going to talk about after. She is she is the bridge that takes the show in a new direction, as opposed to what it is. Because
We should do like a real quick synopsis, basically.
yeah, whatever.
Basically, this is the story of the last day of Gallifrey.
Not the
day
not
that
the not the shitty like prequel
No.
episode. The
No.
full on what the Doctor was doing.
Yeah.
The very last moment. Also,
the day that the Doctor ended it all for the Daleks and the Time Lords.
I can do it super fast. This thing.
Not fast.
What? I can do. So yeah, last moment of Gallifrey. The Doctor's stolen an item from the
The moment.
from the Forbidden Weapons place called the Moment. And see, by the way, I have a cold. Ultimate, pretty much unstoppable weapon with a consciousness. He gets it and it takes the form of Rose Todd. By the way, just in case people are like, oh no, Rose is not in it. I don't care. I wasn't the hugest fan of Rose, but she was... The moment was so cool in this episode, it's bad, but... And she does a very, like, look at what will happen if you do this, like,
I think Rose is
no.
important.
oh yeah, she's very
But
she goes forward, she shows him what it'll become if he does it. There's the Zygon subplot, which pretty much leads to them saving the day, causing peace between the Zygons. It's really not a very important story. But amongst, yeah, also a very fun story. Amongst the many Easter eggs, he decides that, yeah, it's time, that he's okay with leaving them as what he becomes because they save billions of people. However, Clara and the Moment lead things so that 10 and 11, Matt Smith and Dave Tennant, come in and help him make the final choice. However, because Clara's the freaking wonder child of all this, is amazing with everything, is able to immediately be like, don't do it. She convinces the Doctor to be what he's always been, the Doctor, and change it. He heals it. He acts as the Doctor. He gets, in one of the best scenes ever, all
13 Doctors.
Oh, no. I love it. It's like, 12, all 12 of the Doctors. No, sir. 13. Immediately Capaldi's eyes, like, oh, look, wait.
First appearance of Capaldi.
First appearance of Capaldi. Even if it's only his eyes, it's pretty cool. So,
And he looks
they
awesome.
do this, they, like, attempt to save the planet. They don't know if they do. Everyone goes, and the Doctor, the current Dr. Matt Smith, sits to have a moment alone. And here's where, for me, is the biggest moment, period, in the episode. Not a lot of people have been touching on this from what I've seen.
He meets the curator.
He meets the curator of the unit headquarters place. By the way, we should note, a room that looks suspiciously like
an old TARDIS.
an old TARDIS. And we've got to remember, TARDIS is huge. And it's Tom Baker. And he comes in and he says, I recognize your face. He's like, oh, I know. I know, you'll see this face a lot. In the future, you'll revisit this face a lot. But do you know what this picture's called? And he says, yeah, it's either No More or Gallifrey Falls. And he says, no, that's a kind of a misinterpretation. It's one title, Gallifrey Falls No More. Which Matt Smith jumps up giddily, like, it's there. He's like, yes, it's out there somewhere. Where? But where it is, I can't tell you. It's lost, like most things do. And he realizes that that's what he's got to do now. He's got to go find the lost Gallifrey. To which the Tom Baker is just like, he knows it. And then it has the best scene of all time, where he comes out of his TARDIS on this, like, gray landscape with all the other Doctors.
All
Well,
the
you know,
generations.
all the other...
Some kind of like cut out characters.
Yeah,
Still-
because, you know, but... and he sits, and they all look at Gallifrey. And it's... And he says the last line where he's like, I finally realized after all this time where I'm going. And it's home, the long way around.
Yep.
So, super fast synopsis. I think I did pretty good there.
So basically, the series started with the Doctor saying, basically running, that had run away from home and saying to Barbara someday they would get back there. And it's going full circle to now again he's trying to get back there.
It's perfect.
You
It's
have to
the
watch that
perfect
episode. I'm not going to
analogy
go
for the year.
like totally into and tell you how or why Gallifrey's there. You really have to watch it. If
Yeah.
you didn't watch it in 3D, I really recommend it.
Yeah.
By the way, the 3D Blu-ray is coming out on December 10th, so you might want to get it there,
Watch
pick
it
that up.
on December
If you got a
10th again.
3D TV, watch it. If you don't have a 3D TV, go to your friend's house that has a 3D TV and watch it like that.
Oh, yeah.
I watched it flat, perfect. But
So,
still, it'll be cool to watch.
I don't even think we need to get into impressions. It was amazing. It was perfect.
It was up there.
It was literally perfect.
It was like Genesis of the Daleks. It was one of those
It's-
episodes that just perfectly came
It just
together.
works.
Just 100%.
That's the thing. But what I really want to address is theories
Baker?
going ahead. Yeah, Tom Baker
I
specifically.
gotta address this.
Okay.
Tom Baker, we see Tom Baker as a curator. Tom Baker, he talks about revisiting old faces.
Yeah.
Fact, which opens the door for any older Doctor to really make a return of some sort. But what it also shows us is Tom Baker, the Doctor, as a curator of this museum.
He says one line. Matt Smith says, I wish I could retire and just become the curator here.
So
And
maybe
the
somebody
first
will.
line that Baker says is, perhaps you will. And
Yeah.
he comes in, he's the curator.
It's pretty much for us.
Yeah,
I got the fact that
Tom
this is
Baker's my favorite.
Tom Baker.
He's always been my favorite.
Is how it ends. This is the retired Doctor that we're seeing right now. We're seeing Tom Baker He's
Tom
con-
Baker is the Doctor, literally. He is the last Doctor.
He comes back to his fourth regeneration, and curates the museum. That's apparently in the future. That is going to be where he goes.
Here's another thing, specifically. The other thing it addresses is that he goes past the 13. There's no. He mentions you'll revisit old faces in the future. He's there with the teaser for the Christmas episode. He's going to Trenzalore. The 11th is going to Trenzalore, which we previously thought was his grave, but that means it's only the 11th's grave, which confuses me a bit because in the end of time we see that scarring, his scarring, which makes me wonder what exactly happens and where exactly.
Well, what if it's his rebirth?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking because it's setting up very much for Capaldi to be like the first Doctor. That'd be weird. That would be real. I just had
when Capaldi talks,
I just had a theory.
Everybody's all
I had a crazy theory.
happy and jumpy, and Capaldi's like 13. You know? He's very dense.
I just had a crazy theory. Just I'm gonna ballpark it here.
Okay, go real fast.
Live ballparking. When he comes in, he does this. He's younger, but he's still older, and he's got the graying hair. What if that literally is his rebirth?
It's possible.
What if he isn't the 13th? He's the first. Also, just gonna throw this in here. Last time we saw the Master, he was on Gallifrey. Guess what's coming back? Gallifrey. Also, Romana.
But is it the Gallifrey? Is it that Gallifrey?
Yes.
Everything's gone all timey-wimey, so we're not really sure.
I think it is. I feel like the easiest explanation I can say is that it, went... that was what they were trying to do before they realized what the Doctor was doing, because at that point in time, all they knew was that the Doctor at the moment he was going to destroy everything, so that's what they tried to do. They were sent back in time, and now they're in the permanent time-locked place that they are. But the Doctor has to find, so the Master could easily be there. Rassilon, though, is pretty dead.
Yeah, I'm expecting a return of Omega.
Yeah, no, I thought that'd be pretty good.
I always liked the character of Omega. I didn't use always the greatest, but I did like the BBC audio of Omega.
Yeah.
They did like an anniversary audios with Omega, the Master, Davros, and who was the other? Was that three or not?
Yeah, no, I think there might have been more. No, I can't remember any others.
Oh, they're great anyway. Colin Baker, best audio doctor.
I love Sylvester McCoy for audios.
But anyway, our time's up, unfortunately, for this video. We may make some more.
We may.
But, happy Galliversary.
Yes.
That's his word.
Yes, I made that up. Happy Galliversary.
I like that. Yeah. So, guys, right now, since I'm a huge Doctor Who fan, and obviously not because I do this all the time, but I'm going to put on the kettle because
it's time for chocolate milk.
It's time for tea.